Hard AF Seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Click on the store locator and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
Oh, I like that angle.
That's unfortunate. Time to take the leg.
Welcome to Drinkin, Bro. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros. Fake news, everybody. Bringing you the realest, fakest news of the week. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm not shocked a lot. This morning was shocking. Prince Andrew got arrested. This morning, we skipped it on Ross Patterson Revolution because more details are coming in, and obviously we'll get to that story, but it's weird that Great Britain got a guy arrested for theEpstein thing before we did anything over here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it wasn't
very
even
strange.
for like, it's not like they arrested him for it. They arrested him for leaking classified shit to Epstein. Not for like using puppets to touch girls or any of that shit. You know, it's
that's
just so
the
weird.
fun stuff, you know? The puppets. Where are those puppets? Are they in a box somewhere, like a shoe box? Do you know where the puppets are, Bob?
I think they
don't know.
retired to an island in the Caribbean somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Puppets are having some rum-infused drinks right now.
They might be living on St. James Island.
Be great.
Just
We
as
gave
a
it back to the puppets.
memento, you know.
Before we get into that, top of the show here. So March 7th, join us. I'll be kicking for the Dallas Bulls in Dallas. You can get tickets on dallasbulls.com/tickets. It's Gen Pop, so like everybody gets to sit together there, and there's not a bad seat in the house, only $25, and you get to go down, take pictures on the fields, game balls, all that other stuff. If you haven't been to an Arena League game, it's fucking out of control, and it's awesome. It's a blast. It's directly next to the Cotton Bowl. There it is right there. Thank you, Bob. And PQ is the section that we're kind of roped off in. And I think some people are flying out and all that other stuff. There's jerseys on the sites on drinkinbros.com for it. Yes, 69 is the real number and all that other fun stuff. And potentially might play a second game here talking about that behind the scenes. Just don't tell my wife. That's all I'm asking. Don't tell my wife. But grab tickets. That'll be in 3 weeks. DallasBulls.com/tickets. Yes, I will be starting, and then we're doing a thing with MyBookie. Is MyBookie on the show today, Bob?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. We'll be doing a thing with them for odds and all that other fun stuff. So, yeah, we're working on that now, including tackles. Tackles will be on there.
What's an over-under on that look like, and does it involve you going to the hospital?
So it's usually a half. Bob, they took your advice on that sack thing. When we were talking about Myles Garrett's, I was talking to my bookie earlier. When he was going for the sack record, the over-under per game was like a half a sack. So they're going to do that with a tackle. So if I get one tackle, we win. We all win, so I'm going to go for it. All right? I'm going to go for it. I can promise you that. So as soon as those odds go up, we'll give you all the juice. What I think I can do, what I've been doing in practice, and then you can bet accordingly to that. All right? We'll have some fun with it.
So you're handicapping yourself is what you're saying?
Yeah. Remember we did it with Joey Chestnut for the hot dog eating contest?
Well, Vegas handicapped him.
They did, but he came on the show 4 days before,
Sure, yeah.
and he said, I'm going to break the record. So we all won a shit ton of money off of it, and it was rad.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut's an American hero, so you can trust him when he talks.
He backed it up, dude.
Yeah.
He backed it up.
Yep.
76 dogs. He dogged out 76.
I think the over-under
I believe
was
that's still the record,
I think
too.
it was 73.5 was the over-under on that one, and that's crushing it.
Crushing it. So I'll give you the same heads up that Joey Chestnut did. I can promise you that. But you wanted to start off the show with something for the VA. We've been tagged a lot in this. And did you write a letter?
I wrote a Substack that's an open letter to these. I'm going to be very polite today.
Stop.
But I don't want to be. I'm going to be polite because this is more important than my anger. I don't need to tell any of you people what the veteran community contributes to this country. Veteran-owned businesses employ over 5 million people in this country, so on and so forth. And not just that, we carry the weight of the culture on our shoulders in a lot of ways. Now, you can contrast that with this rampant fraud that's going on in every corner of government in the United States, billions lost annually to waste and abuse in our welfare systems, Medicare scams, fucking illegal immigrants, fraudulent billing rings, phantom recipients, all this stuff. Entire bureaucracies leak money through corruption and incompetence. And for some reason, yet again, it is the veteran community coming into focus when it's time to cut budgets. And my answer to that is absolutely fucking not. Okay? So what happened over the last couple of days is that the VA issued an IFR, a ruling that said something that I think is just morally reprehensible, frankly. Recently, they issued a ruling that states that an amendment clarifies that veterans should be compensated for the actual level of functional impairment they experience, and therefore that the ameliorative effects of medication should not be estimated or discounted when evaluating the severity of a veteran's disability at the time of disability examination. What they're saying, essentially, is that if the treatment and medication you're taking are working, you're entitled to less disability compensation because of that.
Which is completely ridiculous.
It's fucking stupid, is what it is. Medication is not a cure. Treatment is not restoration. It is a lifelong struggle that affects not just the veteran, but their family as well. You talk about somebody that has traumatic brain injury, for example. They organize their entire lives around mitigating the results or the impact of this. They make lists. They create systems. You manage your stimulus. You structure sleep obsessively. You have to eat a certain way. It affects every single part of your life for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And because you've had the discipline and the state of constant vigilance to make yourself functional, somehow they think that this is just, right? That they can give you less. It penalizes resilience. It treats adaptation as recovery, which it's not. And it's about the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Now, when I heard about this yesterday, I started reaching out through back channels to these people because I want to hear it from the horse's mouth first before I start lighting people up. And the responses I got were fucking stupid, right? Their statement is that they're clarifying a long existing policy as if simply codifying something that dumb absolves them of this asinine ruling. Of course, it's not an excuse at all. It's also not entirely true. There was a recent court case in the U.S. Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims, Ingram versus Collins, you can look it up, where the court held that your so-called long-standing approach is incorrect because it's for the reasons I just said, right? It's very obvious to everybody I've showed this to that this is wrong, both inside and outside the veteran community. Now, the court, for some mysterious reason, allowed the VA to create a new regulation to sidestep, and that's exactly what they did. The court said, hey, you're not correct. This is the way that it should be adjudicated. Now you can go clean it up and clarify. So what the VA decided to do was to issue a ruling diametrically opposed to what the fuck they had just said. But and the excuse is, well, this is the way it's always been. And then the secondary excuse, which is quite a bit worse actually, is that it might be too much work if we do it this way. We'll have to re-adjudicate a bunch of stuff. Quote, it could be applied broadly to over 500 separate diagnostic codes, requiring re-adjudications of over 350,000 currently pending claims. This would overburden the VA's claim adjudicatory capacity. I apologize deeply for making you do your fucking job. So sorry.
Yeah.
For forcing you to do your job, you empty suit. So they tell me that this has been the way we've adjudicated since 1958, as if this is how it's always been done, as some legitimate rebuttal to sidestep an appeals court ruling that, quite frankly, is just common sense. They tell me this action will have no impact on veterans' current disability ratings. That is, of course, unless you have the temerity or need to file an amendment, a secondary claim, or face one of these periodic reevaluations. And frankly, it's not just about us who have already gotten our rating. It's about the people in the future, because we protect our community. We care about people other than ourselves, unlike most of you, right? So no, the VA wasn't refining or clarifying an existing policy. They issued a regulation in direct opposition to court findings that, by the way, benefited veterans, which is your fucking job to do, sidestepping the ruling to save time and cut our budget. That's what really happened. Now, about 2 hours after I posted this, the order was rescinded by the VA secretary. Even in his rescinding...
Douglas A. Collins?
Yes. Even in rescinding this order, even in rescinding it, it's this bureaucratic doublespeak of, oh, we're just clarifying existing policy. We don't, he literally says, we don't agree with the way this rule has been characterized in the public. Motherfucker, I just told you what it is. You didn't ask anybody. And this is the far more important part of all of this. The fundamentals of this decision are fucking stupid, and they don't help veterans at all. As a matter of fact, it victimizes veterans in a real way that misunderstands what a lifelong injury incurred in the service of this country is. However, the second part of this is that they did it behind closed doors with no consent from the people, no consent from government, or from the governed and or veterans, and no consent from Congress either. Regarding why they issued a ruling instead of asking the community about any of this, in the face of a court ruling against them, they said that providing advance notice and prior opportunity for public comment is impracticable and contrary to the public interest. Fuck you. How about that? I'm going to have someone's job over this. The way that the communication was provided back to me through back channels, the things they were saying, shows me clearly that they are not qualified to be in the position they are. I don't know who it is that was making these decisions. I don't think it was Collins. I think it happened in the rules committee or the regulatory section, not necessarily him, although he is the secretary. It's his job to manage this stuff. But somebody fucked up pretty badly. And his comms team, the way they communicated it back to me, is exactly what I've told you here today. It's that, oh, this is the way it's always been done. We were just clarifying the rule. No, you're wrong. You're incorrect. You cannot treat a lifelong injury for which a veteran will receive compensation as if it's somehow mitigated because he has found a way to treat himself. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, that's just not how it fucking works. No, you assume the worst because it will get worse as time goes on. That's how this works, right? So this is public comment on this stuff specifically when you have such an engaged and important part of the community is not some ceremonial box to check. It is a safeguard against stupid shit like this happening. Had you just said, this is our position, what do you guys think? Calm people would have explained exactly why it's wrong. Instead, now I have to fucking yell at you and swear because you've acted like an asshole. So, yeah, thank you for rescinding the order and listening after the fact. But the fundamentals of this case, the way that you handled it, the way that it functions, the way that you thought it was okay to ignore our plight, the way you thought it was okay to just go around us and make a ruling that the courts had already made in opposition, shows me that you don't give a fuck, right? We need people in these organizations. Like, your job, if you're involved in the VA, is to protect and help veterans. Not to protect the government from some fucking, from overspending on veterans. That's not your fucking job. You're not a bean counter. You're an advocate for veterans in this country. And I will have none of this shit.
And in regards to Douglas A. Collins here, he was brought in specifically to clean up the VA. because it's been a goddamn nightmare for years and years and years.
Yeah, and they've made pretty good progress. They've lightened the backlog by about 60% so far. I have no problem with any of that. This is a fucking problem, and it's not just it's. I want to make this very clear. It's a twofold problem. On one side, it's a problem of process and function. They did not go through the proper chain to do this. A guy took his case to the appeals court and won. And before they made a sweeping ruling, the appeals court, which I think is a very bad thing for them to do, told the VA, you can make a regulation counter to this. And that's exactly what the VA did, despite the fact that the court proved that the person petitioning them was correct, that the way the VA was going about it is wrong. I don't give a fuck if it started in 1958. It's wrong, right? So that part's, it's wrong both in form and in function, all the way around. The way that you handled it, the way you handled the PR, this is absolutely fucked. This cannot happen. And I'm telling you, I'm going to have somebody's ass for this. This is unacceptable.
And if we didn't do the show that we do, I don't know that the public ever really hears about this, because this wasn't a top story on any fucking news outlet or mainstream media at all. Like, nothing.
Task and Purpose talked about it. DAV talked about it. And some of my buddies.
That's about it.
You're not going to see it on
ABC, NBC,
Fox
CBS, Fox,
yeah.
CNN, nowhere.
No.
Nowhere.
I think Fox would be afraid that it looks anti-Trump, right? But you know what? I don't work for him. I work for the veteran community in this country.
Yeah.
And so does he, by the way.
Yeah. And it's
And
always
look, this doesn't
balls
fall.
and strikes.
This doesn't fall on him. You can't cascade upward. I don't even think. Do
you even think he knows?
No, I don't think for a good portion of this that Collins himself is to blame. But the way that he tried to bureaucratically manage the fallout from this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. We deserve fucking clarity and answers. And if your position is that because we go to great trouble ourselves to mitigate the symptoms that we have incurred in service to this country, and that somehow means that we should have less in return from the government because of that, then you don't belong in that position. End of fucking story. I don't want to hear any more about this shit.
Meanwhile, these shitbirds up in fucking Minneapolis getting money for daycare and all this other shit.
Not one Doge cut has been codified into law, but they use the regulatory process, which, by the way, is anti-Chevron doctrine now. Let's just be clear about that. They codified this into law with a stroke of a pen, but they can't fucking stop these guys from robbing us blind. I'm sorry. When if you're a budget hawk and you're prioritizing coming after veterans instead of going after illegal immigrants who are robbing this country blind, now we got a fucking problem. And that's it.
I 100% agree. And yes, you've got to make a list, just a simple list of what our priorities are as Americans, who we're going to give benefits to and not benefits to. So well said. Where can people go and read this article, by the way?
Just go to my Substack.
Okay. So check out Dan Holloway's Substack there, and you can read the article. It's entitled "Veterans Deserve Investment, Not Betrayal." Obviously, our top story here today is Prince Andrew got arrested around the world, I should say.
More priorities.
Locally.
More
yeah.
priorities. There's been one person arrested other than Maxwell and Epstein himself, and it's a guy somewhere else. And not even for any of this shit. Although this is... The thing he was arrested for is in my opinion, the more important piece. So I think it's really interesting.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former British prince who was stripped of his royal titles because of his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, was arrested Thursday on suspicion of misconduct in public office. While Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing in connection with his friendship with Epstein, concerns about the links between the late financier have dogged the royal family for more than a decade. But the arrest of a brother of a monarch was an extraordinary development, man. And now the king is saying nobody's above the law, but they're also saying that he didn't know, which I don't believe that. This is a wild fucking story that's been going on all morning. So is he going to get a mugshot like everybody else? Like, how does this work?
I don't know what happens in the UK, to be honest. I mean, the UK and Canada right now are just like kind of a clown show, the whole thing. We'll get to Canada next. What Canada's doing right now is about the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen a country do.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to them next. But, yeah, today was his birthday. He got arrested, and he faces...
Rude to arrest him on his birthday.
They could have done it the day after. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Or the day prior, shit.
Yeah, either one. But he does face life in prison for this, which is wild. And this is, fucking People magazine. Is that him in cuffs right there?
I think so. Hold on.
No fucking way, dude. So we haven't seen this, and I wanted to save this for this afternoon because I knew this would be coming out. And I was like, there's got to be some form of either handcuffs, like a perp walk, or some type of mugshot, but I don't really know how they do it over there. So he has not been charged or convicted of any crime, Dr. Tom Frost tells People magazine. And if he's not been charged, why would you put him in handcuffs, I guess? But then again, I don't really know how their laws work over there. So what the fuck's he doing here, Bob? Just chilling out? Or is he giving a statement?
Different time. I think this is just random shots of him, but they did, I think, have a picture of that. I could have sworn.
Bob, not your day today. Not your day today, Bob. Video OS. Try to see if we get a perp walk shot of something here. This is what it looks like, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Is that it?
No, it's just. I think these might just be stock photos in the AP.
Okay, because right now they're saying there's a lot of uncertainty following this, but experts do say that he could face a maximum sentence of life in prison.
Damn.
If he is convicted of misconduct in public office. He was arrested at his home in Norfolk, England, on King Charles Sandringham Estate.
That's too many words.
That is. On suspicion of misconduct in public office, the 66-year-old was named in the police statement, but officials said that they searched the man's homes in Berkshire and Norfolk. So is this in regards to documents? Why would you be searching a home?
It must be, yeah. They said it was assessing reports that he sent confidential trade reports to Epstein in 2010 when he was when the former prince was Britain's special envoy for international trade. Those reports stemmed from correspondence between the two men that was among the millions of pages of documents the U.S. Department of Justice investigation into Epstein that released last month. Quote, following a thorough assessment, we have now opened an investigation into this allegation of misconduct in public office, blah, blah, blah. We understand the significant public interest in this case and will provide updates at an appropriate time. So, yeah, that sounds like he provided some physical documentation of trade plans going from UK to somebody else. We don't know who yet necessarily.
Okay.
At when he was in the position to do it. It would be like if he was the Treasury Secretary or something like that, and he was like giving classified monetary policy to somebody else. It's not great.
No.
I mean that is definitely life in prison material. I don't know how it's going to go down, but that's definitely life in prison material.
Well, King Charles just released a statement here, and he says, what now follows is the full, fair, and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. As this process continues, it would not be right of me to comment further on this matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue in our duty and service to all of you. Doing what? What are they doing there? He's going to Fashion Week.
He's look, his hands are in better shape than his brothers, I'll say that. You saw him at the outset of that video rubbing him and shit, and those are not. Pull that video back up.
It's gnarly.
From the AP?
Yeah, those little fucking sausage fingers.
I mean, let's juxtapose these two men, because if I have to choose between a guy that's selling state secrets and a guy that has fingers like Prince or King Charles has, I'm choosing the fucking traitor every time. That's too much to look at. If you just came off,
look at that.
If you just came off of RPR and saw Jesse's reaction to that dude missing his whole jaw, that's how I feel about these hands.
Yes.
The King Charles. So Pull that back up and try to zoom in on his hands or something like that.
It's fucking
His hands.
nuts,
His
dude.
hands are pretty normal. Prince Charles' hands are fucked.
Yeah.
I've never seen them that bad before.
Look, it looks like the ring is stuck on the finger permanently, unless
Yeah.
they slice off the whole thing.
They've got either the finger or the ring has to be sliced. One of the two. Now these are just like old man hands, right?
Sure.
Now pull up a picture of Charles' hands.
I can't stop looking at
It's-
these goddamn things.
It's horrifying.
I love
I
'em,
mean,
dude.
it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my
Little
life.
Jimmy Dean sausage links. Look at those, dude. Ooh, they're gonna burst.
Look at that.
that. Looks like the clumps.
I mean,
The Nutty Professor.
that is unacceptable
Jesus Christ, dude.
for a man in power to look that way. That's some straight up Henry VIII shit right there.
He's gonna die soon.
Bob, tell him about Henry VIII.
He
Gout,
was
right?
Fat as fuck. Had
He had
gout.
he had like open wounds on his leg from gout.
Yeah. I think maybe some STD rotted.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Look.
He was banging, dude.
Who you blame that one on?
Jonathan
Not-
Rhys-Meyers?
Not Catherine.
No.
No, it wasn't her.
Neither Catherine actually.
It was
'cause
whores.
The second Catherine was
He chopped her head off, right?
no. The second Catherine I think stayed friendly with him for the rest of her life.
Okay.
Wasn't that her name? The German woman was Catherine that he married. Like the fourth,
Catherine the
third,
Great?
third or fourth. No, it's definitely not Catherine the Great.
Is she not great?
Yeah.
He was
Uh,
originally married to Catherine of Aragon from Spain, and then I think the second Catherine was from Germany.
Boy, he had 3 Catherines, it turns out.
Wait, who was the third one?
There's Catherine Parr and Catherine Howard.
Parr is the one I'm talking about. The
Okay.
German.
Okay.
I think she like kind of stayed on and was his like unofficial nanny for a while, right?
She was the final queen.
Maybe I'm thinking of the other one then. One of them stuck around and was like, they had a good relationship.
Jacking him
afterwards.
off occasionally?
Yeah. Jane Seymour got beheaded.
Okay.
And then the other one,
Anne Boleyn.
Anne
Yep.
Boleyn. Yeah.
Catherine,
Anyways, he was a fat piece of shit.
Catherine Howard was executed. So
Howard. Okay, so it is Parr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catherine Parr was like, I think she just like hung around and took care of him afterwards.
Yeah, jacked him off a little
Some
bit.
weird shit like that. I don't know if it was sexual or not, but I would like to think so.
I mean, if you're having, goblets of wine, kind of chilling out around a castle, probably getting jacked off
Bob,
occasionally.
pull up a photo, not a photo, obviously, but a painting of Catherine Parr. Let's see what this bruiser looked like.
Yeah.
Because I
let's
kind of remember her being broad-shouldered and shit.
see this little piggy look
No,
like.
she's cute.
Yeah, that'll play.
Yeah.
There you go.
Normal-sized body. I thought one of them was like a kind of a brutish lady. Maybe not. Maybe
This will
not.
work. Look at how long you see her hands, Bob, in that photo?
Yeah. Oh,
In
yeah.
that painting?
She's
Yeah,
so she's showing off her hands because she has dainty little hands.
She can give a fucking HJ.
Yeah.
I think that she probably, stuck around, did some goblets and everything else. Bob, if you go to Drudge Reports, they've actually got a picture of Homeboy leaving the police station. There it is, right there
Oh,
in the
wow.
middle. Wow. What the fuck, dude? You know that there's obviously going to be a million fucking paparazzi outside, and this is what you decided to do in the back seat of the car as you're leaving the police station?
Is he a Terminator?
With the eye there? Not
Yeah.
real sure. Not real sure.
Was he sent back from the future?
Him and Bob Costas from the Olympics, the two of them, dude, the two Terminators. But look at the look on this guy's face, dude. And now that you see it and it's seared into your brain, imagine him with puppets on each hand touching 16-year-olds. That's what's crazy to me.
I think she was 17.
Hey, bloke, did you steal a beads? Did you steal a beads, mate, from one of those underagers? What's up, bloke? You steal a little beads? Steal a little beads there?
Anywho, he's probably going to jail forever, I would imagine. This guy's been an embarrassment to the family. I think this is one of the sacrifices that they were willing to give.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as banishment anymore. Back in the day, they would have just banished him somewhere and he would have fucking lived out his life getting fucked up and banging whores or whatever. But now you got to go to prison, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they just cut off a hand
The
and...
first British royal imprisoned since Charles I
Fuck me, dude.
during the English Civil War.
Good Lord.
Wow. Congratulations. Give him a round of applause for that.
Yeah,
That's history. That's history, guys.
It's a long time.
Son of a bitch, dude. Way to go. Way to go. But yeah, we haven't arrested anybody here. A lot of people quitting their jobs. That's about it. But nobody's been arrested here whatsoever. So that's fun. But at least Epstein got, they got one of them. They got one of them over there.
Yeah. But
now,
those are the kind of arrests I would like to see in the United States as well, exactly like this. Ones where Epstein, who cares necessarily how he may have compromised somebody? I don't think this guy was compromised. I bet he got compensated more likely, frankly. But I care. It's not that I don't care. I care less about how they were compromised than about what state secrets from what countries or what deals were made behind scenes that are fucking illegal, that were functionally developed by Epstein, who, by the way, was a fucking CIA employee. I want to track that all the way the fuck back to the source because I don't think it's Epstein.
They're saying here Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing calls from members of his own Labour Party to step down after correspondence documented a much closer relationship between Mr. Epstein and Peter Mandelson, the person Mr. Starmer had appointed to be the British ambassador to the United States. God damn it, man. Where wasn't this guy? You know? It's like that lady said the other day. You were a fucking loser, dude, if you're not in the Epstein Files. You know who had to do a segment on it, actually, was fucking Whoopi Goldberg on The View. They had to fucking ask her about it. Did you know she was in the fucking things, too? Like, what was Whoopi doing in there, dude? Play that clip from The View. I'm going to send it to you here. Whoopi had to talk about it live on air. She was none too plussed about it. On The View here, and her reasoning is so good that we've got to play the video. If I can fucking find it here. It's so good, dude. Because they're dancing around it, and then her explanation sucks on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's that part's dumb to me. I don't think that. Does anyone believe Whoopi Goldberg was up to some weird shit? Honestly,
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll just send you the clip, Bob. You play it, and you decide for yourself. And then it came with the corresponding documentation as well of Whoopi partying with Epstein or whatever the fuck she was doing. And then the rest of her hosts come to her defense, but you know, these were the same ladies that were raging about it the entire time. Press play.
Name of transparency. Can you put up? My name is in the files. Yes. And what does it say? It says, Whoopi needs a plane to get to Monaco. John Lennon's charity, it should say Julian Lennon's charity, is paying for it. They don't want to charter, so they're looking for private owners. Here's the info. And they give all the information, and they're saying, do you want to offer your G2? Okay.
And it looks like they said no thanks.
Yeah.
So in other words, anybody can be on this list.
Well, this is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend, I wasn't his friend.
You were too old for him.
I was not only too old, but it was at a time, you know, where this is just not, you used to have facts before you said stuff.
But Trump is on the list 38,000 times.
Well, I can't speak to him, but I'm speaking about me because I'm getting dragged. People actually believe that I was with him. It's like, honey, come on. Yeah. Every man that I've ever been with, you've known about him because either the Inquirer wrote it about it. Yeah. Your people wrote about this stuff. So no, I never had this, you know, and no, I didn't get on the plane because you know what I would have to do to get on the plane? Fly. They were trying to,
and she doesn't fly.
No, so they're trying
She's
to get me.
Babe.
They're trying to get me to get on a plane to get to this thing for Julian Lennon.
Yeah, but the thing is, they dropped like 300 names.
Yes.
And it's like flood the zone because when you're looking, there are people like Marilyn Monroe who was dead.
Elvis.
Yeah, a lot of people, because a lot of the reasons your name can be mentioned are news articles, third-party emails, contacts.
So now they're trying to back her up on the show.
Wealthy, famous people
which is
often cross
reasonable,
in professional
by the way.
and social circles.
Like we've said, the vast majority of people who are going to appear in some fucking the files, as it were, that they're releasing aren't the investigative files necessarily. It's just like a dump of everybody that was ever mentioned.
But the problem was, The View has been hammering Trump on this for, you know, the better part of a year. Even Joy Behar, he was mentioned 38,000 times in the file. Just because you were mentioned in an email here, because for the record, they also went through the rest of these and scrubbed these. We'll shout out the skiff here. So Whoopi Goldberg was mentioned 21 times in the Epstein Files. Alyssa Farah Griffin. And is that the chick who took the break when she wouldn't wear the Trump hat? She said she had a fucking mental breakdown. I'm almost positive. And she worked for Trump before, I want to say in 2016. Yeah, that's her. Pop her up on screen. She was mentioned 20 times. Joy Behar was mentioned 3 times. Anna Navarro was also mentioned 2 times in here. And you wanted the files, ladies. Here are the files.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a reasonable conversation. This is the way I want it. This is the way it should happen. And then, you know, the final step in this is like, yeah, maybe we should take it easy.
Right, and try to figure what this is all about.
Like maybe we should apply this same logic to people we don't like.
Right. Like,
because that's
like
how
Trump or anybody else.
Well, that's how a standard works. You apply it to everybody.
Yeah, but they don't do that.
Well, I mean, neither does the right.
But totally. But when you get popped on it, and then you got to go on air and talk about it, it's a terrible look. Same thing with if it was Hannity or anybody on the fucking right, Laura Ingraham or somebody like that in the fucking files. Yeah, you're gonna have to chat about it. And unfortunately, this came off like shit today, and everybody's fucking bashing her. I don't know the extent of what the fuck she did or didn't do. This has gotten so fucking wild and stretched out across the globe to every rich person, celebrity, everything under their mother that, like going back, and I know he just got arrested, so it's kind of hard to talk about this now, but going back and looking at it, did they have enough time to go through this much material? And I'll say what I said a couple weeks ago on the show. Do you think Trump himself, when he got in office, was shocked by it? He was like, wait, how much fucking shit is there?
Yeah, I would imagine.
This is what it feels like for everybody right now.
Yeah.
Right and left. So that everybody's stunned by how much shit is in there.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about high-powered financiers' emails for 40 years, 30 years, whatever, however long it was. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, like, I don't know what percentage it is, but a great deal of the people mentioned in this are going to be people that he was talking about and not to. Like
Sure.
If your name comes up, you get put into it, right? It's a lot to unpack. No, they haven't had time to go through all of it. I do believe they probably scrubbed some stuff. I don't believe they didn't do that.
Right.
I believe there's probably plenty of smoke and all that documentation that leads back to the agency in some way. And I think people will find it too. There's no way they didn't have, even with a year that they've been working on this with that task force that I told you about a year ago, they didn't have time to get everything. And they're not good enough to get everything.
But
the government is incompetent.
If you're
right?
looking at,
Like
6 million documents though?
Yeah.
How the fuck does, I mean,
There's
that's
no way.
there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way they got everything. Somebody will find it. There's some fucking autistic dude on the internet right now, and he's moments away from outing somebody. I promise you that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes, I guess. I'm glad for those people. I don't want the entire government to get bogged down in this stuff, which is why I support just dumping all the files out in public and letting people go, don't fuck with cats on it. Find all these assholes. If you're innocent, your innocence will stand up to scrutiny, I think, right? So let's let that continue going. I support it. We also have other stuff going on, right? So let's do both. We can do both. Don't let this process distract you from all the other things we need to accomplish. You know what I mean? If I'm hungry and I'm driving, I don't just fucking take my hands off the wheel. I got to keep fucking driving. So let's do that too and do this. Do all of it. Okay? I just want to be clear about this. Some people have gotten so narrowly focused on this one thing that they can't see anything else. And that's not how life works. We have to do all this stuff, right? Got to do it all.
And then as far as like the names and all this other shit mentioned, we do this in books all the time too for continuity for characters. If you type a name in, it'll just highlight it for you. And so you can get these numbers pretty easily. So if you're wondering why Trump or whoever was in there 36,000 times or whatever the fuck it was, it's just going to find that keyword over and over and over again. It doesn't mean that anybody investigated it, even in Whoopi Goldberg's case.
Yeah. Now, all the investigative stuff about Trump was added already. We've already seen all that because I've seen it. I've seen it a long time ago before anything got redacted. Like the stuff on Trump, and it was all call-in stuff. That's why I was confident in saying back in the day that there is no legal smoke on Trump at all. There never was. I saw all those unredacted files a long time before they released any of this shit, and it was never anything like. It was just fucking lunatics calling into a tip line. That's the extent of it. Like literally, that's the extent of it. So. this is what he didn't want, to be honest, was the entire administration getting captured by this, and nobody talking about all the good successes and blah, 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 whatever. But, that's just, he Streisand affected it, I think. If he had just dumped them all fucking day one, people would still be going through it, but the people that like him would like him more than they do right now, in my opinion. Well, I think it was a mistake.
One of the View's main stories a few weeks back was, because it's, my wife and I watch the Today Show and all that shit, and this comes on after it, so it's usually as I'm leaving the house or whatever on a fucking call and it's in the background. A few weeks ago, though, The View was just like, there's a lot of victims that they didn't redact and all this other shit. They should have taken more time or whatever, but they were also those same ones who said, hurry up and release the shit and whatever. And it's like, make up your minds. To me, this Epstein thing is bigger than Trump, though. This is involving the entire world. And now you got a fucking king in jail. A king's brother, excuse me, in jail for Epstein shit from how many years ago? What was it, 2010 you said?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that one in particular was
this
from 2010, but there's so much more.
Oh, no, it's totally.
Like Epstein has been, I wouldn't say he's like at the epicenter of the intelligence community, but man, he's a little Forrest Gumpy, isn't he?
It's
like he
wild.
just kind of like pops up anytime some wild shit's going on. Fucking somehow Epstein's involved in that shit.
And he's in a picture.
It's something to fucking look at. Like from the Adnan Khashoggi, Iran-Contra stuff all the way up until 2018 with the fucking technocratic meetings that were happening. You can see him pop up in all this stuff. So the reason to drill down on this is to find out more about the periphery, not necessarily about him. You know what I mean? That's what interests me anyways, because we all have this sneaking suspicion and then a lot of smoke and quite a bit of fire as well that our government is corrupt and does a lot of shit that we don't like. I want to know about it.
Yeah, but I mean, you take the meetings we're in for like Hard AF Seltzer with like these rich VCs and all this, venture capitalists and all this other shit, right? Let's say one of them gets popped for something, then it's like, oh, hey man, Ross and Dan, talk to these dudes fucking 10 years from now or whatever. There's no way to stop it, and then you have to go on and try to explain, oh, hey, I wasn't in a meeting for this. I didn't really know this guy or whatever the fuck it is. So you're getting a lot of that as well. And
yeah, but I think it's a good reminder, too, not to get yourself involved with shitbag people.
Totally.
And, when you're going into, when you're meeting new people, when you are going into business meetings, whatever it is, business partnerships even, it matters the quality of human being you're doing business with. You should look into it a little bit.
You should, but there's some people I've met in real life.
Oh, there's plenty of chameleons out there.
Dude, yeah. I was fooled and I had no idea until it happened, man.
I'm just saying, like, if people are just a little bit more aware, enough of this gets captured where other people are scared enough not to pull bullshit. I mean, it's broken window theory to some degree.
And I think this has struck the fear of God into people. If a king's brother can get arrested today, anybody can get arrested. I mean, that's fucking wild. All right, that'll lead us to our first advertiser. That is Ketone IQ. I need a shot of it right now. Man, long night last night. Finished the audiobook and all that other shit and popping out some other voices. I got one more to do here, waiting for Dan to get healthy, but cheers. This is just a little shot of mind juice, is what I like to call it. Keeps me locked and focused. Right to it. I take it usually every day before I get on the podcast. I was switching from desk to desk and I get a chance. This is the new peach one. I don't know that I've had the peach one. Delightful. There you go. Boom. Love this shit. I take it every single day. You can get it without caffeine. You can get it with caffeine. This was actually born out of a test experiment with the DOD. The DOD dumped about $6 million into these guys, and off they went. Turns out, fucking works, dude. When do you take it? When you're feeling down. Need a little shot of energy, a little shot of juice. It's not like the shit at the gas station that'll make you crash. This is some of the best that I've had. We had the CEO on, and he talked about the earlier iterations, tasting like jet fuel, which he wasn't lying about. And now they got some new flavors out. I just had the peach. That raspberry lemonade is actually very good. Go to ketone.com /Drinkin Bros for 30% off your subscription. Plus, you'll receive a free gift on your second one. It's usually a 6-pack like this that I got in my hands here, 6-pack of shots. Also, they got some merch. But man, if you're working out too, this is high performance energy backed by science. So if you're gassed mid workout, take a shot of it. 19% increase in average power during repeated sprints, 13% peak power versus placebo, 10% less fatigue, 5-time increase in blood ketones within 20 minutes. These guys are in partnership with not only the DOD that I mentioned earlier, but also the Tour de France and a ton of Olympic athletes as well. Visit ketone.com/drinkinbros for 30% off your subscription order, plus receive a free gift with your second shipments, or find Ketone IQ at Target stores nationwide and get your first shot for free. And that is Ketone, KETONE, .com/drinkinbros.
So, Bob, go to your DMs. I gotta add something here.
Go ahead. We got a little breaking news.
Yeah. This has all gotten wild over the last couple of days. The bottom one first. So Tony Gonzalez.
Oh shit! Yes.
Is in a little hot water. The husband of the woman that he had an affair with, which he denies obviously, and says he's being blackmailed. You can't blackmail somebody by publicly stating what they did, sir. That's not how blackmail works. Maybe look the word up next time. The husband is calling him out over it, and now one of her colleagues, when she was a staffer for him, has posted text messages confirming that they had an affair. Okay.
So Tony Gonzalez did admit he had an affair.
I don't know if he admitted it or not.
I believe he did, because I was sent a bunch of this stuff.
I don't know if he admitted it or not, but it is beyond question at this point. So the next link up is just an advertisement that our friend Brandon Herrera has run. So let's look at that.
Yeah, because this is the race. We had Brandon Herrera on the show. This is who Brandon is in the primary against. It's a close race. He should resign, in my opinion here. Press play on this clip.
Yeah. I'm Brandon Herrera, and I approve this message.
Don't let Tony Gonzalez fool you. He joined every Democrat in Congress and voted for the January 6th commission to investigate, prosecute, and imprison President Trump. And he went on CNN to attack real pro-Trump Republicans, smearing them as racists.
These people used to walk around with white hoods at night. Now they're walking around with white hoods in the daytime.
Don't give Tony the chance to stab Trump in the back again. Vote for the Republican who's always had President Trump's back, Brandon Herrera.
Yeah.
So with this is the race that is currently going on. Regina's husband did confirm those text messages from other staffers on Gonzalez to prove all of his claims. Tony Gonzalez cheated on his wife and 6 kids with his congressional staffer, Regina Avias. I think I'm saying that correctly, who was married herself with an 8-year-old child and then lied about it. Now, if you guys remember, I think it was maybe 6 months ago we had Brandon on. This was the woman who lit herself on fire.
Self-immolated is the polite way to say that, yeah. I mean, Wombrader says he admitted it. I haven't seen the admission, but, I mean, there's no denying it, so that part to me doesn't matter. He's bellyaching about being blackmailed now. You guys going to work the cameras, or what are we doing here?
Yeah, what's happening back there? Byron's asleep at the wheel there. I'm looking for info as we speak because I want to find out if he did say this. Like,
yeah.
I heard that he admitted it, but I'm not really sure, but how do you keep running under these type of circumstances? Like, I don't really get it.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of expected him to resign at this point. It's a real problem for Republicans if he stays in the race and wins, because then the seat is going to be, assigned by the governor or some shit? I guess it's too early for that, right? I don't know what the rules in Texas are. In some states, you have to be in for a certain amount of time, and then you can have a runoff, or it's either a runoff or you get nominated by the governor or some shit. I don't know how it works in every state. So I don't know how it works here, but yeah, it's a big problem. You can't let that happen. This guy's got to get the fuck out of the way. I mean, he's also a piece of shit. He's voted for gun control a bunch. He voted against securing the border, voted to impeach Trump, all this stuff. I mean, come on, this guy's a clown. What the fuck's he doing here?
So right now, and this is according to the Texas Tribune here, as I look up this story here, because this is really starting to break now. Tony Gonzalez, repube from San Antonio, blamed his opponent, Brandon Herrera, for politicizing the death of his former staffer on Wednesday, a day after the San Antonio Express News reported on the text messages from the woman admitting to having an affair with Gonzalez. Now, you and I have heard something else that was crazier than this. I cannot confirm that, and I'm sure they're investigating it now.
Something else is that she was pregnant with his child at the time. I don't know if that's true.
That is the rumor I've heard as well.
But there is some evidence of that, and I think that's going to be part of this investigation as well.
Now, here's the bigger issue. The primaries are now. Early voting has already started. So primaries, I believe, are March 2nd or 3rd in this state, Bob. But early voting has started as of 2 days ago.
Yeah, early voting's going on.
Yep.
So he's on the ballot.
Yep.
So all this shit, he was at least able to push it until literally the day after early voting started. So he's hoping he can save his fucking job or career or whatever.
Or the story was held until early voting started.
By
everybody that had it. I mean, the San Antonio Express had it this whole time. They just withdrew their support from him, actually.
Oh, right now?
Last night, yeah.
No shit.
Yep.
Okay. And then Gonzalez has released a statement here that I'll read. Miss Santos Avias was a kind soul who devoted her life to making the community a better place. Gonzalez said her efforts led to improvements in school safety, healthcare, and rural water.
Yeah. I mean, we know how
never before.
We all know that school safety in Uvalde is tip top.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that?
And how's the water down there?
I don't know about the water. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. He says it's shameful that Brandon Herrera is using a disgruntled former staffer to smear her memory and score political points, conveniently pushing this out the very day early voting started. I'm not going to engage in these personal smears and instead will remain focused on helping President Trump secure the border and improve the lives of all Texans. That was the statement that he just released.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what you're doing, though. Let's be clear. That's
not at all.
That's not what you're doing. You're trying to save your own ass after you abandoned or at least betrayed your wife and 6 children.
Jesus Christ.
And you've got, how do you find the time? You've got a wife and you have 6 children at home and you find the time to fuck your staffer but not take care of your family?
Man,
Sorry, but
I got 3 kids, dude. There's just no way. There's no time in the fucking day. Bob, I bet you, even you, when you finish at the end of the day, putting the kids down and all that shit, you're so exhausted that if Olivia Rodrigo herself walked into the room,
let's not get hasty.
You'd find the energy for that one.
Yeah, I dig deep.
Put the cleats on.
Yeah,
put the baseball cleats
you find
on.
You find a new level.
Okay,
you know what I mean.
All right. Yeah, but I mean, dude, 3 kids is a lot. Let alone
dude.
6. 6? Could you imagine 6?
Yeah.
And you're fucking a staffer trying to hide all that shit in the meantime.
I mean, presumably he's never home, right?
Damn,
it's like
dude.
an office thing. Like, hey, like that would be my assumption. If he's
my assumption would be that you find a way to get home, and so that time that you're spending energetically fucking somebody else that's not your wife while your children are at home with your wife, do your work then, and then fucking leave.
Man,
how about that?
But not only that, man. Is he not coaching shit? Like I coach every night. Like, goddamn,
I doubt
there's no
doing
time in
much.
the day.
I mean, a guy that's stepping out on his wife like that isn't taking care of his children.
No. So fucking A. This is a crazier story that I promise you is only going to get crazier. If the rumor that we heard is true, on top of it, as this gets closer to the election, now with that, the thing that's really fucking shitty is that he's coming forward right after he's on the ballots because some people will potentially vote for him. That's just the way it is. That name recognition is a hard cycle to break. Now, luckily for Brandon, I think he only lost by 300 and something votes last time, or 418.
It was a small amount, less than 500.
Razor thin. So maybe, hopefully, the people of San Antonio actually want somebody who would be great for the community instead of this shitbird. But we'll see. Next up, Canada is cooked. Canada has launched a new program to attract highly skilled immigrants, including specialized military recruits. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan writes the news. Some of this is shocking to me. As it moves to overhaul a system the government says has become unsustainable.
That system, by the way, for Canada is asking its own people to serve in the military.
And why is that unsustainable?
Well, I don't know. They say they have 90,000 fighting men. This is a country of 40 million, by the way.
Yeah.
They have about 30 in reality. I've had that confirmed from current and former members of the Canadian military. But they have for decades been one of the top destinations for immigrants.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's U.S., Europe, Canada's right there on that list. Carney said in October that his government was getting immigration under control. That's definitely not true. And now he said on Tuesday that they're announcing a $500 billion plan, close, it's like $370 billion, to upgrade Canada's military and defense-related infrastructure over the coming decade. His immigration minister, who's not Canadian, it doesn't look like by the name, on Wednesday unveiled a new scheme she said would help, quote, attract the best talent to Canada. We're creating a new category for skilled military recruits to attract highly skilled foreign military applicants.
And that's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
This new category will support our government's commitment to strengthening our armed forces, to defend our sovereignty, and keep Canadians safe. So you don't even need a Trojan horse to get into Canada. By the way, they're over there making deals with China. You think China's going to send over people that are loyal to Canada's military? Are you out of your fucking mind?
This is the craziest shit of all time.
I mean, this is something else. It's one thing to tell people, hey, if you come to this country as an immigrant and you serve the country, then we'll get you on a pathway to citizenship. That's something.
Yeah.
But to recruit people into your military directly from foreign militaries and shit, people that have military skills into your, I can't imagine how that could possibly be a good idea. It's clear to me that no one in the Canadian government has ever studied the 4th and 5th centuries of the Western Roman Empire, where the Goths and Visigoths came into the country, established enclaves, took over entire military commands until there were no Romans left. As a matter of fact, they considered themselves to be Romans, which might be a success story had they not run it into the fucking ground, although Rome helped with that as well. But yeah, this is how the Roman culture was wiped out and became Byzantine culture. This is exactly how it happened. And they're doing it with all that information, and they're doing it by choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's very odd to me. It would be one thing to have one administration or another allow a bunch of fucking illegal immigrants in, and this happens or that happens or whatever. But goddamn, man.
Yeah.
This is self-immolation of a different kind.
It sure is, man. And it's the oddest thing to me is we've always had this joke for years that, Canadians are too polite to say no to anything or whatever. Apparently, that doesn't end. There's no ending to that.
I guess.
Hey, let's just let all these shitbirds into our country, and then we'll take over the property. Fuck, the prices of houses there are already through the goddamn roof as is. What would make you want to live in Canada? Oddly enough, I just talked about this earlier, but for different reasons. Just because it's fucking gray and nonsense, but now you got to deal with all this shit on top of it. What's appealing about Canada that makes you want to go there? Now, if you're a foreigner, I get it. You're kind of out in the woods.
I mean, if you want to get killed by their MAID program or arrested for saying words, sure. Why not, Bob, look in your Twitter DMs really quick. I just sent you a map. This is a map of the oil reserves in the United States and Canada. Blow that up. Put that up on the screen, full screen. I'm going to ask you, we're going to do a quick geography lesson. You know what's under? You see where the border is between the U.S. and Canada right there? And you see that just one kind of trapezoid that goes up?
Yeah.
That's all of the oil reserves Canada has. You know what's right there?
No.
It's called Alberta. And they're trying to fucking secede right now.
I understand it. Is this something that would actually happen? Now, because we've heard this for a while now, that Alberta is trying to secede from Canada.
I think there is a very distinct possibility that, I don't know if they join the U.S. or not. I don't know if I would want them to. But there's a very real possibility they leave Canada.
And just become their own country?
Yep.
I mean, look, if they've got all the oil, they got enough money to support themselves.
They would per capita overnight become one of the richest countries in the world.
So in my opinion, though, Canada as a country would fight for that, or try to fight against that.
Fight with what?
That's
with
what
their 30,000 military.
No. This article we just read, I think, is in response to that. I really, truly believe that, because you're going to have to send troops there to do something if they actually try to succeed. And let's say they do it and they're successful at it. This, to me, leads to that. That map, exactly that's on screen right now.
I think that that would be like all the people in Washington, D.C. sending troops to Appalachia to try to control it.
Yeah, well.
And it would go the same way.
That's what I think as well.
And I'll tell you this:
be fun to watch.
The operators, the infantry and JTF2 guys that even the ones that come from the eastern and far western parts of the country, I don't think that they would be on the side of the Canadian government. That would be my take.
Yeah,
I think they would be more likely to move to Vancouver or to Alberta to help them. That would be my expectation.
And the reason why we talk about this shit so much on this show over the years, immigration and illegals and all that other bullshit, is like, this is how quick it can happen. I mean, they are losing their country by the fucking day, man, and it's unrecognizable from like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's also, to your point, it's a fucking warning sign. It isn't just Europe, Canada as well. Mm-hmm. Look at what's happening.
And it's the same policies. I just don't understand. Like, it's not really that complicated to figure out what the fuck is going on.
No, there's a reason that Mark Carney won that election, and it's because Canada's globalist.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, our women just beat Canada to win gold.
Oh, fuck, they came back? Let's go, Bob. They were down 1-0 on RPR. What was the final on that
2-1 in overtime.
In OT. Let's go. And if we win tomorrow and they win, then we play them, I think, on Saturday or Sunday for the gold and the men's.
Yeah, we play.
As well.
Who do we
Slovakia.
play? Slovakia. We're not going to lose to Slovakia, although we had a rough time against Sweden, right?
Well, you're trying to not look past it, because we all know what the matchup is supposed to be. It's U.S., Canada, and both men's and women's. So it's hard not to look past it, so I understand it.
Yeah.
But the U.S. women came back. Who scored the goal? Was it a fucking raging celebration and all that shit? Dude, women's hockey's gotten really fucking good.
I don't think you can show the goal because NBC will.
I'll show you the goal.
Yeah, I just want to see.
Yeah.
And I'll describe it to the audience.
Speaking of sports, Indiana passed a bill in the state legislature to pursue the Chicago Bears.
That's awesome.
And Brandon, whatever the fuck his name is in Chicago, is like, better quit it. Better quit it. Why would you want to leave Chicago, man? Fucking idiot.
Yeah, just show me this. I've got to know. I've got to know the answer.
This is the OT winner. I forget the girl's name, but it's dirty.
All right. It's a.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's what happens in capitalism, bitch.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's a fucking move. I
that-
told you, man. The women have gotten really good at hockey.
That's a solo, just a great move through the 5-hole. Beautiful.
Yep. You know where this started off, Bob? Was in the college system. Some colleges,
Our
Big
women-
Ten and
our college
Big
women are
East.
great, dude.
I know. Big East and Big Ten really started this movement to push for it, and they figured that this was coming. God damn, that was a fucking move, dude. Holy shit. All right. I was talking shit against the Olympics earlier, dude. Now we got some fucking magic.
I mean, we had magic for the U.S. team the other day. I don't know, or for the men's team. Did you see that goal?
Oh, yeah. It was great. No, hockey's great. It's the rest of the shit that's
I don't
weird.
care. The only thing, actually, there's two things that I've given a fuck about in the Winter Olympics in my entire life. One is hockey, and it's typically the only thing. The other one was that fucking wolf showing up on the ski slopes the other day. Did you see that shit?
Sweet.
He just saw those two broad skin. He's like, you know what? I want to fucking race too.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm a big fan of wolves.
I know.
You know,
I know
just
you
in
are.
general.
You always have been.
I have been for a long time. Yeah.
You have been. Next up, advertiser-wise, look, GhostBed's not a sponsor anymore. Love those guys, and I love their goddamn mattresses and pillows more than life itself. But these fucking sheets, dude.
And the towels.
Boy.
I just ordered some more towels. I love their towels.
My God. So, dude, trymiracle.com/drinkinbros. This Miracle-made sheets, dude. These sheets and towels that they got going on there are fucking unbelievable. I know it sounds weird to say, those are the ones I have right there. Those gray ones. Pop those up on screen. So we've been using these for the last, 3 or 4 weeks. And I'm addicted to these. I just bought another fucking set. I don't know what's in them. I'm going to read this to you
I
because
think
they're
there's
saying it's NASA inspired and all that other shit.
I think some of it is bamboo, actually.
I've
seen that. I don't know for sure about that, but I've seen those in cooling stuff before, and they are that. They're and also
they're fucking elite, dude.
Yes.
I've never had sheets like this in my life. I will fucking die for this. And look, I know we had another company on before. These are incredible, dude. Just absolutely fucking incredible. I did not want to get up this morning at all. I worked super late last night, and it's because of these goddamn sheets. I was talking to my wife about it. So these are Miracle-Made sheets. They're crafted with NASA-inspired silver-infused fabric that helps regulate your body temperature. So if you're a hot sleeper, cold sleeper, doesn't matter. These sheets help keep you in the comfort zone all night long. They stay cleaner longer. So they're thick too. Like, it's super hard to describe, man, how great these are, for real. Because they're sheets, and you're like, how fucking great are sheets? These sheets are amazing. And they look rad too. Luxurious comfort without the luxury price. I don't know about the other colors. This is the ones that I ordered, these dark gray ones. And man, they're incredible. I don't ever get so they have white ones. I don't ever get white ones. It's just me personally. Only because people are disgusting when they sleep, myself included. But they're great for your skin. There's all kinds of like hidden bacteria in regular sheets that clog your pores and cause breakouts and shit like that. Miracle-Made's antibacterial design helps you sleep cleaner and clearer night after night. Upgrade your sleep or give the gift of better rest. Go to trymiracle.com/drinkinbros to try Miracle-Made sheets today. You'll save over 40% when you use the promo code DrinkinBros at checkouts, and you'll get an extra 20% off plus a free 3-piece towel set. The towels are fucking incredible as well. They make an amazing gift. And with the 30-day money-back guarantee, there's no risk. That is trymiracle.com/drinkinbros. Code drinkinbros at checkout. And thanks to Miracle-Made for sponsoring this episode. Like, for real, dude. These have been the best sheets I've ever had in my entire life. And it's one of those weird things that you're like, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I swear to God. I'd tell you what, you buy these sheets and you don't like them, you slap me in the face. You see me out in public. They're incredible, dude. Next up, I want to add this story because I want to ask you about it because other news outlets are breaking this. There was a report by NBC that said there is an imminent attack on Iran happening this weekend.
There has been for 2 months.
So is this real or false? Because Thomas Massie came out and made a fucking another grand statement that Congress must approve an act of war and all this other bullshit. Does he know something that we don't know? Are they talking about it behind the scenes, or is just NBC getting ahead of it?
Does who?
Thomas Massie.
I mean, no, they don't know anything. There's a lot of movement of refuelers and stuff that are going back and forth between here and Europe right now. Some of the stuff that leaks out are indicators, right? So UK saying we can't use a Brago guard, not a Brago Seer. That's the Maryland father. What's it called? Diego Sanchez, like that island. They're saying we can't use that if we want to do stuff or whatever the fuck. We'll probably end up doing it anyways because fuck the UK. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those indicators of like pieces moving into play, and then the Iranians announced today that they rejected our plan or our offer, which is they stop enriching entirely anything. And I think that could be a poison pill. It could just be the Trump administration saying something that he knows they can't agree to, so we can fuck them up. I don't know the answer, to be honest. What I do know is that the reticence from the Trump administration has been, think about the difference between Venezuela and Iraq and Afghanistan. We decapitated the governments in the latter two, and it was just chaos for years, right? And it didn't benefit anybody, including those countries, but certainly not us. Venezuela, however, their new president, who was the former vice president, said today that getting rid of Maduro is the best thing that ever happened to that country, and she's thankful that it happened. Now there's still a power structure in place. People are getting fed. They're making money. They've sold like $1 billion worth of oil already that's went right back into their economy, blah, blah, blah. That is the only acceptable answer in Iran as well. So we need allies over there. We need people that are in the regular army, in the IRGC, and probably inside of Khomeini's inner circle, at least one person to take command of that place once we usher them out. Mm-hmm. That's you want continuity of government. I don't think Trump is going to agree to any major strike. Maybe we'll hit the nuclear sites again or enrichment facilities or something like that, but I don't think there's going to be a decapitation unless there's a continuity of government plan in place that he feels comfortable with. That's my understanding of this situation.
Yeah, I mean, look, there was some people like, is this Thomas Massey thing of the fucking war that he, the declaration of war that he wants fucking power over and everything else. What I said to him was like, look, you can't even get the fucking SAVE Act passed. So I don't want to hear it about this other shit. The other thing on this one, in regards to Iran, we fucked that country up. That was us. If we have to drop a couple bombs to kind of say sorry and get the country back to where it should be, I don't have a problem with that. Do I want to see fucking troops go over there? No. Do I want to see a shit ton of money being spent on this? No. But I think we certainly have the military capability, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, that we could drop a few bombs like we did last time, help the people overthrow the fucking government and take it back, because we were the ones that fucked this up a long time ago. For
yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I was a younger man, and if I was a current, not that I think we need to even do boots on the ground stuff, but if I was a current military person, and I was a student of the United States history and military history, I think I would be pretty keen on getting involved in this in some way, because there is red in our ledger. I mean, think about it. The players may be different at this point than they were back then, but the team is the same. It's America, right? It's like, what would, before the 2004 World Series they won, what would Boston fans have given even 20, 25 years later to play the Reds in the World Series and beat them after what happened to them in 1975, right? Mm-hmm. Even with like Fisk hitting that home run and all that stuff, and they still ended up losing the series. What would they fans of that team or members of that team have given to redeem themselves, I guess if you want to call it that? There is red in our ledger when it comes to Iran. I don't like the Islamic regime exists because of our incompetence, in my opinion. And I think being able to wipe that shit out and give the Persian people, who are fucking awesome, by the way, another shot at life would be something fucking great. That would make me as a fucking gunfighter feel pretty goddamn good.
The other part about it too is, again, it wouldn't take that much. I don't know what this boogeyman effect of like a Massey or the rest of these guys are talking about with Iran. Like, they have nothing. They can't do anything. It's not going to take much effort on our part to go in there and help these fucking people and just, drop some bombs on them, get the fuck out of there, and that's it, man. To my knowledge, at least what I've seen online, they're close to overthrowing some of these cities. They just need a little bit of help military-wise, and that's it. So, yeah, I think we owe them one on this one for the bullshit that they've had to incur over the last, 45 years now at this point?
It's been a while, yeah. Look, it's not all on us either. The smart way to approach it is the way it's being approached right now. You give... in the same way that you would approach training somebody or your kid or something, you give them the tools to succeed somehow. And if they need a little help, give them a little help. But it's not our job to go in there. It's not white Christians' jobs to go in there and fix things for people, right? It doesn't work.
No.
So, if we can give them a little nudge. I mean, there's no version of having persistent boots on the ground. There might be special operations stuff that happens, but like sending an infantry division over there is dumb. That would be a horrible, horrible idea, and I don't think anybody supports that. No, we just want to fucking wipe out the red in that ledger a little bit and give those people a chance.
Yeah. Megan Keller, Bob, is the woman's name. She is everywhere right now. She scored that game-winning goal for the United States.
Filthy move.
Fucking hell, dude. That's crazy. Looked like fucking Sidney Crosby out there. That was nuts, man. Next up, the exodus continues. After nearly a decade in Virginia, Boeing announced on Wednesday that it is moving its defense, space, and security headquarters out of the state back to St. Louis. There you go, Bob. This comes just weeks after new Democratic governor Abigail Spanberger took office. Was that the chick with the bag over her head?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull up that photo. That's always one of my faves. When she sat there and had the bag over her head. In a Wednesday statement, during COVID. In a Wednesday statement, Boeing said that its decision to move its defense headquarters to St. Louis emphasizes company leadership's commitment to being present and engaged with teammates who were designing, producing, and delivering vital defense and space products and capabilities for customers in the U.S. and around the world. The company said that it is progressing on a multi-billion-dollar investment in the world's most advanced combat aircraft production facilities, including in St. Louis. The change moves the defense headquarters from Arlington, Virginia, back to its former site in St. Louis, where much of the company's products are designed and manufactured. Boeing's headquarters was in Arlington, a suburb of Washington, D.C., for nearly a decade, with the company moving in 2017. There's the woman right there with the bag over her head. She's now the governor there. Was this in direct response to her or something she had threatened, or did they just decide to do this on their own?
Based on the way she's behaving so far.
Really?
They just see the writing on the wall, obviously.
And are just trying to get ahead of it?
Yeah, Boeing cited leadership proximity to its workers, saying that by aligning leadership with the business or with the workforce and investing in the state-of-the-art facilities, Boeing is poised to strengthen its core business and drive innovation, blah, blah, blah. Stephen Parker from Boeing Defense, who's the CEO, said the headquarters move, coupled with our senior leaders being based at and spending time at major engineering, production, and manufacturing centers across the U.S., reflects our continued focus on disciplined performance across our business. So they're being very diplomatic about it.
Okay.
But let's be clear. They've seen what's happening and are seeing what's happened in all of these other leftist-run areas, and they're just like, fuck that.
Yeah.
We got to get the fuck out of here. Boeing makes a lot of money, and if some kind of fucking wealth tax comes into Virginia, and it's on the way because she's a straight-up socialist, they're all going to get hit.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies, man, that are trying to get the fuck out of everywhere they are right now.
Yep.
And we're seeing this happen in state after state after state, and nobody wants to point it out in mainstream media, and I don't really understand. All these cities where they're having problems and all this shit, it's the same fucking people over and over and over
The
again.
same stuff. I mean, if you saw it happen in California and Oregon and Washington and Colorado, and then it metastasized and it's spreading to the fucking east. And good on. I mean, look, Boeing's is what it is. You can feel how you want to about them, but it's not. I understand why they would do this, and it's smart of them to get ahead of it because she's going to try to pull some shit. You know it.
Oh yeah.
Just look at all the stuff they tried to pass so far. They immediately tried to ban fucking so-called assault weapons. There is all the leftist fucking fantasy bullshit. All of their Handmaid's Tale stuff they're trying to pass right now in Virginia. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, and there was, God, man, the videos that are popping up here from these cities. Have you seen the bike cops posting their body cam footage?
In D.C.?
In Los Angeles.
Oh, no.
Bob, I
haven't,
just sent you one.
Now, is it fucked? I mean, is it just poop everywhere, or what is it?
It's just like a third world country, man. And it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And they're just posting all this shit saying, hey, dude, don't go down here at night. Stay away from here. Keep your kids out. All this other stuff. Here's one called, the guy labeled it Riding Deep in L.A.
Came down last time. I want to see if it still is. Oh,
good God.
Damn.
That looks like a rack.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. That's exactly what a rack looks like.
Last time we came, plot twist, Jesus, it's worse. Christ. Look at this. Jesus. I don't even have words for this, bro. If you travel down this, you are an absolute psycho. You're not even a brave man anymore. You're just crazy. Because look, let me check my back over here. look at how much trash there is here, bro. I can't even believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, folks. No comment, huh? I mean, this is.
So you can press pause. You're good, Bob. But this has been going on for 15 years, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And nobody says anything. Nobody fucking cares. If you don't see videos like this that people are posting, I don't think people really understand how bad it is. And it's all over the city. Like, this looks like it's out towards Venice and Marina del Rey-ish area.
Yeah, man.
Which is a rich area.
Yeah, it is. It's a wealthy area. And this, I'm telling you, those of you who have been to Iraq know exactly what I'm talking about. Every alley you turn down, it looks like this. It's, I mean, what the fuck, man?
He was the other one. So this is the same guy who posted this. Bob, check your Twitter DMs and play this. This was the one at night, and this was just a warning of hey, These are the areas not to go out in at night in Los Angeles. Go to the bottom one. There you go. And pop this up full screen here. Look at how fucking crazy this is. And again, this was like this. I mean, it's getting worse now, but it's been like this for 15 years. Turn this up if you can.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Here with the hand line.
I mean, everything's pretty bad tonight, bro. It's extra bad out here. I don't think most people are aware of how nuts it is over here. It's craziness. This guy's running. He's running. People are yelling. Like, this is so crazy. Bro, it's so sketch over here.
So this looks like Marina Del Rey.
Don't come here at night at this time that I'm at right here where I'm at currently. Don't do what I'm doing.
But all these homeless people camp out in these parks and all the shit.
You can hear what I'm saying.
You can only push them out so far. I mean, look, just give them some farmland.
And just let them go nuts there?
Keep pushing until there's farmland and be like, look, here's a bag of poppy seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Grow your own heroin. Just don't come into the city, man. You know? If you can figure out a way in the Inland Empire to grow poppy seeds and I mean, look, they grow them in Afghanistan. How hard could it be?
Even Obama threw Newsom under the bus the other day for the homelessness. He was just like, what?
They spend forget about California in general. Just LA County spends $2 billion a year for 10 years now. I think it's somewhere in like the $23 billion total range they've spent on homelessness. And man, like the return on investment seems low.
It's not worked at all.
That's like whatever.
It's gotten worse.
Whatever JB Pritzker is spending on his fucking diet pills. That's the return you're getting here. He just keeps getting fatter and fatter. His jowls are fucking struggling to keep hold the weight of his face up anymore. It's insane. Has there ever been? And look, it's just a fucking a ring to steal money from taxpayers. But has there ever been a program that not that failed, but where you spend $20 billion and it gets 10 times worse? How do you even do that?
I don't think the money's actually going to it. I think if you actually look into where this money is being dispersed, it's going to middlemen and these NGOs and all this other shit.
I'm sure a lot of it is, but the stuff that even makes it there is for harm reduction, which is like
safe needle sites and shit like that.
Yeah, like come on, man.
I know.
Why would you think that would work?
I don't know. Next up, this next message sponsored by Raycon. Love Raycon. Wear them on this show. Wear them every single day. With the Super Bowl and Winter Olympics this month, there's no better time to get inspired, push harder, and upgrade your workout routine when you're training consistently. The right gear makes all the difference. I've been using these open air earbuds, dude. My God, these open audio earbuds right here. What color do you have? I've got the dark blue, and I got my wife the purple.
I have the ones that you see on screen right there.
Yeah. And they don't block out everything around you, so you can stay aware while running, lifting, or walking outside without sacrificing clear, motivating sound. Your music or podcasts like ours stay crisp and stay focused. And right now is the perfect time to grab them because they're 15% off. Love these things, man. The other ones that just pop right in are rad. These ones actually hook around the back of your ear, which if you're doing any form of workout and everything else are my faves. So they've got this multi-angular hook. So you can switch between your phone, your laptop without repairing them every single time. Super lightweight, flexible, and they adapt to any ear for all-day comfort and awareness. Multi-point connection. Connect to multiple devices and switch seamlessly without the hassle. 36 hours of battery life, 8 hours of playtime, and 36 hours of battery with the charging case. I charge them like maybe once a week, tops. I love them, dude. I've been using them every day since Christmas, man, pretty much. Daddy bought some for myself and then and my wife as well. And I got one for my oldest son. Got a nice pair for him. The Essential Open Earbuds are here to help you go for gold like Megan Keller. Go to buyraycon.com/drinkinbrosopen to get 15% off. That is buyraycon.com/drinkinbrosopen to get 15% off. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring. And that open, obviously, is for that open audio. Huge fan of these guys. Next up, cleaning up the swamp, President Donald Trump makes D.C. safe and beautiful. Task force has made more than 10,000 arrests since it launched in August of 2025 and recovered more than 1,000 illegal firearms from the streets of our nation's capital. Fox News Digital has learned President Trump's federal surge in Washington, D.C. has saved lives and helped restore our nation's beautiful capital city for all Americans to enjoy. And as of Thursday morning, the task force has carried out 10,018 arrests and recovered 1,036 illegal firearms. Look, we've also seen videos, the same ones we just showed from L.A., from the streets of Washington, D.C. at nights, from actually a lot of black residents who were living there. And they were like, dude, the city has never been safer or cleaner.
Yeah.
It's simple policies.
I'll address one thing. There's no such thing as an illegal firearm. That's communist bullshit. Now, if a guy can't legally own one, that's a separate conversation. And it's one that people in the Trump administration need to start talking about because
the wording of it?
Well, the wording matters,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
The way you talk about things matters. This administration is not very good on guns, I'll say that. Pam Bondi's a red flag guy, so is Trump. Jean whatever the fuck.
Janine
Pyro
Yep.
is not great on it either. And you could tell by the way people talk about it if they really understand the issue or not. Moving beyond that, this is great. You've seen like Metro PD and National Guard have done a lot of great work there. They brought together like 3,000 personnel from 28 agencies to sweep this city. And look, crime has fallen a lot there. Murders in the district have fallen by 68%. Robberies by 47%, sexual abuse by 64%, violent crimes across the board down by 31%. They also recovered or located 19 missing children who were victims of either kidnapping or human trafficking. Now, look, I know a lot of you don't give a fuck about the swamp or D.C. or any of these liberal cities, but this is our nation's capital. I don't care about Seattle or Boston or Portland or Los Angeles. They can fucking fail if they want. Same thing is true of any of these liberal cities. But D.C. is our nation's capital, and New York is the world's capital in a lot of ways. Those two places need to be taken care of, I think. Now, the next one on the list is Chicago, apparently.
That's what I've heard.
There is a federal task force, after they're done with this operation, heading to Chicago to clean up those streets as well. And just be ready for another summer of love, because that's what it's going to be. All of the leftist agitators are going to end up down there, starting shit, trying to provoke responses from federal officers and from the local police and stuff like that. Just be ready for it. I'm telling you, it's coming.
I don't think the white Karens want to go down to the south side of Chicago. I don't think they want anything to do with that.
That would be pretty funny, to be honest.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck is all I'll say.
I'll tell you this. I think that the ordinary, like, law-abiding residents in the south side of Chicago are more likely to fuck up white liberals coming there to agitate than even the police are, because they're tired of this shit. You see interviews all the time. Chicago is the one major city where black residents are showing up to all of these
town hall meetings
and telling the government, what the fuck are you doing, right? So I think it's going to be there will be some agitation there. I don't think that's possible to avoid, but I think it's going to be the people, the black dudes in Chicago that are fucking dudes up. Not like gang members either, like just fucking construction workers and shit. Plumbers who are tired of this nonsense.
There's a lot of people in these black communities, but there's a lot of people in these black communities and want their communities cleaned up, and they're tired of this shit. Problem is, this is a Democrat issue, and for whatever reason, they want to keep these people on the fucking teat and not have them work or achieve any financial success. And then pay them to get their votes, and they want these cities to be shitholes. There's a lot of people in there, though, that want to fucking clean up their city, and they're tired of this shit. So I'm curious to see how this one goes in particular. I can see Pritzker and those fucking assholes stepping in.
He's definitely going to try to
giving
pull
locations and all that other bullshit. Like,
but I'm telling you,
Minneapolis.
I'm telling you, if there are these enforcement sweeps from FBI, ATF, and then from immigration, and it's in those neighborhoods where black men are tired, because there's been black women as well, but in Chicago specifically, every time somebody holds one of these town halls, a bunch of black, like 35 to 55-year-old black dudes show up and they're like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? I think you're going to see those like loudmouth, skinny, Antifa-looking white dudes that show up and chirp at people. I think you're going to see some dudes get KO'd. I'm not even kidding.
I would go a step further and say,
I don't.
I hope not.
I don't think they're going to risk their life and limb over it, but I do think they'll fucking slap the shit out of somebody.
But you've already seen it happen twice in Minneapolis.
No,
and guess what? Minneapolis ain't Chicago.
No. Minneapolis doesn't have what Chicago. Chicago is a lot like New York, man. It's a proud city. They take that shit seriously. They got the Bears there. Nobody gives a fuck about the Vikings. You know what I mean? No, the Chicago Bears, God damn it. Soldier Field. It's a serious place that was, for a very long time, one of the best cities in the country, because you had all of the groups that came here to fucking work hard. Like the Polish got there, the Irish got there, the Germans got there. They all showed up. All the black people there were fucking working class, hardworking working class people for a very long time, all worked together. And then all of a sudden they opened the floodgates on these motherfuckers and turned Chicago into a shithole. I care about Chicago.
So do I. I love all these cities, dude. I've never been to Minneapolis, so I don't really have thoughts on it.
It's okay.
I've never been.
It's okay.
But I like San Francisco. I like LA. I like fucking Chicago. I like all of these cities. I love New York. Fuck, man. Atlanta could be great downtown if they ever fucking decided to vote the other way. Or just change the policies. A Democrat could come in there and just correct the fucking policies.
Yeah, easily.
So it doesn't even have to be a fucking Republican, although it's just more Republicans are doing those policies. But I'd like to see all these fucking cities cleaned up, man, because you don't want them like that shit we just showed in L.A. is fucking ridiculous in America.
Yeah,
the richest country in the world.
That's embarrassing to me.
And also one of the richest areas in Los Angeles. That's not Skid Row. That's not downtown. I mean, you're out by the fucking beach, dude, which is wild. You keep going. If that dude takes a left on that bike, he's probably a half a mile from the beach. And that night shot we just showed back there. Next up on the show, advertiser-wise, last but not least here today, we got AmericanFinancing.net/Drinkin Bros. Interest rates for the last few years have been and continue to be high. Most people, unfortunately, have had to reach for credit cards to cover bills. Credit card debt has reached an all-time high, and it's trapping Americans. American Financing can help homeowners pay off high-interest debt by using their home's equity. American Financing is a family-owned mortgage lender. It's been around for 25 years. American Financing is licensed in all 50 states. Their mortgage consultants are salary-based, so there's no incentive for them to put you in a loan that doesn't make any sense. Their customers, on average, save about $800 a month when you call and let American Financing help you. They don't charge any upfront or hidden fees. To find out how much you can save, you may be able to close in as fast as 10 days. You also may be able to delay up to 2 mortgage payments, creating even more savings up front. They've helped hundreds of thousands of homeowners create meaningful savings, and it's reflected in the reviews on Google. Call today at 866-887-2275. That's 866-887-2275 or AmericanFinancing.net/Drinkin Bros. Their Better Business Bureau disclaimer is that NMLS 182334. You can check them out at nmlsconsumeraccess.org to make sure everything's on the up and up. And as always, Bob puts these links in the audio and video description. Speaking of Bob, they're coming after us, dude. Is hazing acceptable?
Bastard.
Coming after the frat guy's video of an alleged hazing incident at the University of Iowa. Is going viral online, showing college-age pledges blindfolded in a basement and covered in an unknown substance. Bob, you want to play this video here?
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on?
Hey, this stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
How about we start cleaning this up. Everyone take their blindfolds off.
Nobody moves.
Nobody moves. No one. What does he mean by this stops
I've
here?
already given multiple commands to clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving. Apparently they're taking this pretty serious.
Yeah, yes.
You in charge?
You said.
Still haven't found out who's in charge?
Homeboy's drinking a beer.
He took like a huge pull off his beer.
Where's he at?
Summit. Working at Summit.
Summit. That's cool.
So,
So,
you have
obviously,
something else
yeah,
coming here?
the lieutenant's coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Definitely figure out why you wouldn't let me pass you initially.
Questionable.
Yeah.
What did he say? Questionable, Bob?
Yeah.
I would probably be calling your house dad or whoever to get him here, since ultimately he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
I don't have his number, so.
Yeah.
Which probably should give that. Yeah. Do you guys know how the fire alarm got set off? Or just from? It's manual.
Here's the deal. From what I'm being told, this is like shutting down chapter type stuff. I need to start talking now.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to talk to people.
You call Summit.
Can I call Summit?
Yep.
I'm not calling Summit.
I have no contact with Summit. You're not being very helpful.
No,
Nobody in here has any way to contact the guy that's in charge of this house.
Necessarily.
This is all going in the report now. So we're only making the situation that much worse.
Double secret probation.
Okay, we need to find somebody that does.
No one does. It's a house dad.
Aren't you all supposed to have contact with him?
I never see him.
Oh boy, I never see him. Here. Some of the men appear to be shirtless for the audio listeners. Appear to be shirtless, covered in brown, white, and red substances. I can tell you what those are. It's usually mustard, ketchup, and
There's a mustard bottle on the
mayonnaise.
floor right there.
Yeah. Oh, is there really?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. In the background there?
No, right front
Oh,
of the guy's feet.
Gotcha. Yeah. All of this was stock standard. I went through this.
Been on either side of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been on both sides.
Yeah, I'll say this. So he walks in, this police officer, and look, man. I like how they I know he knows his body camera's on, and he's trying not to laugh right now. I know that that's true. He's like, I'm giving them orders, and they're not doing anything. They won't even take their fucking blindfolds off. Yeah, it's called discipline, officer.
Uh-huh.
It's the entire point of hazing. I'm not kidding.
It's
the point of it is to break someone down and show them what they're capable of taking, and then aligning their allegiance with their buddies.
Yeah.
Right? Just like fucking Major Payne.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Yep.
And then putting them in charge of shit later.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you raise a child. It's how you fucking turn a boy into a man. This is how it's fucking done.
Yeah, dude.
Dude. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong going on right here, in my opinion.
This is like benign. It looks really bad. It looks.
I mean, it looks hilarious.
Really, but it's. I got a text from a buddy of mine who used to work at TFM and went to Mizzou. He goes, "Man, those pledges didn't budge an inch when the cops showed up. Solid class."
Yes,
yeah, dude.
That's fucking class. Exactly what I thought too.
That's exactly right. I mean, I'm honestly impressed by it. And I don't have an issue with the fucking.
There's a caveat to that, which is they're blindfolded, right? And some guy comes in and goes, "Hey, it's the cops. Everyone move now." That's a trap.
Yeah.
As in, you take the blindfold up, put that fucking blindfold.
Exactly, dude.
Discipline. I am very much in favor of how this all went down. I got to tell you that.
And look, there's things that they do that go too far. I always think making them, especially with liquor, like drink a shit ton is a horrible idea.
Yeah,
like you
that's dumb.
should not be doing that. Like making them.
Yeah.
Drinking is whatever, but like being like, hey, like pledges, you got to finish this gallon of Tito's by morning or like that. Don't do that. That's fine. But
that doesn't really go on anymore. But if you look at this, go back to the screenshot here. There's not one can, one bottle of anything other than like it looks like maybe ketchup and mustard and some other shit. Like there's nothing else besides. I don't see any booze.
Well, I mean, the one guy was drinking a Bush.
Well, that guy though, we know that's he's not the pledge.
He's not the pledge. Yeah.
So he's just chilling out. Like
Yeah.
he's just having a normal night drinking beer.
Yeah.
He's not forced to do anything. These guys are the pledges. And we had to go down to the basement. Did you have to do this shit, Bob?
Yeah.
I did too. Blindfolds, all of it. And yeah, dude, that was the whole thing of like not to snitch on your brother and then look after them and shit. And in turn, when you went out on campus, you looked after one another, made sure that your people got home safe, nobody got in trouble, and that was kind of the point of it. You know? So I don't have any issue with this whatsoever, and I'm also not shocked by it. Like, this is the least.
This is dumb. This is just like they come in and say. I would always yell funny shit. I wasn't even trying to.
Same here. I wouldn't haze either, but but to this shit, I mean, they walked in on something pretty fucking tame. I've seen some wild ass shit, and this isn't it.
Well, somebody pulled the fire alarm got set off somehow. That's a problem.
It's an old shitty house.
Yeah, that's an issue because then you got to show up. No matter what happens, either the police or the fire department have to fill out a report.
Got it.
And
got
stuff
it, got
goes
it.
in that report.
Okay.
That's just the law. You got to do it that way. It's like back in the day, you could get away with certain things, but once the blue lights go on the police car, the body cameras all turn on, and so does the car camera and stuff like that. Now you got to play the scene a little bit differently. So I get it from that perspective. But the cops weren't dicks or anything. I think they were probably impressed.
So did I. They probably went back to the car and they were like, man, these motherfuckers didn't budge.
Yeah, and by the way, just to Bob's point a moment ago, just because something can go too far doesn't mean there isn't value in it. You know what I mean? There's value in this. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. Looks like a room full of consenting adults.
It sure does. Nobody's
legally.
Yeah. If somebody was
kids, but they're 18.
trapped or needed help or something, somebody would have screamed out something.
And by the way, this is I don't want to call them vanilla because I'm not trying to insult them or anything, but this is like this is the last thing that happens before they get fucking pledged in, right?
Yeah, it's Hell Week.
Like this is the last part.
Yep.
According to the guy, he said it's their lead up to initiation.
Okay, that's early, I guess.
Oh, it's early. Okay.
No, hey, Bob.
It's only February.
Bob, I went in on February 12th, bro.
Or, well, actually, when did this? Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. This took place 11/15. So, yeah, that would have been right. Mid to late November would be right before.
Because I went in afterwards.
Sorry.
So,
I was thinking,
I was in February.
I actually thought this came out I thought this was like a spring.
A spring one. No. This is like 3 months into the school year.
They're probably on semesters.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, but
they're about.
I was on quarters.
These guys are about to get fucking stamped in. This is like, man, come on. It's funny. I'm glad they posted it because it's really funny.
So do I.
If any of these, by the way, this is at Iowa State.
Oh, Iowa State. I said University of Iowa.
No, it is Iowa. I thought.
Oh no, it is University of Iowa. You're right. Yeah, I thought it was Iowa State. Just pulled some weird. So. The student body president of Iowa State just got impeached because he was trying to set up a TPUSA chapter.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Is it?
I mean, what's Iowa State?
What is that, Ames?
I've been to
Iowa.
It's
a very political town.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. It's where they hold the first
you're
straw
right.
polls.
You're right. Shit. I forgot
about that. I don't know if that has any impact on the fucking students or not, but.
Well, at least we proved that it exists. Iowa does exist. And congratulations, dudes, for not saying anything. That's some real bro shit right there.
I gotta say, these guys are just like the looks on their. I've had that look. I've seen that look. It's just like, fuck.
I don't know about the whole thing of this. Oh, this might shut down your chapter. Not this.
Yeah, it will.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Ugh, that sucks. Like ours was deserved when we got shut down. We're in the cover of Rolling Stone, so it was totally.
Yeah,
deserved.
And this is viral.
I know. It's a different age, I guess, right?
Yeah, but you can't. Like, what's happening here that's against anybody's policy?
I guarantee there's a bunch of stuff that's happening that I guarantee is against
hazing
university policy.
or some
that
bullshit.
Easily falls. If they have a zero tolerance hazing policy, I'm sure this easily falls under hazing. Like, because they're only making the new members do it. Blah blah. Even though it's like not, nothing like horrific is happening.
Did the old members do it?
If it's not all, if they're not all doing it at the same time, it is hazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gay.
That is very gay.
If it is in that moment required of one group and not another group within the larger group, and that one group is the freshmen, the subordinates, the pledges, then yeah, that would be hazing.
Okay.
I support it 100%.
I'm fine with it too.
I'm just explaining the rules to you, or what their logic. I've dealt with it a bunch. I don't think this is a big deal either.
I've gone through it, and like what happened to us, I can say, yeah, we deserve to get kicked off. But there was crazier shit involved. And it wasn't hazing either. But this is light to me. A slap on the dong is fine, but yeah, I think it's hilarious, and I think it's great, and I think
it's
the fact that they didn't say anything. is really fucking funny.
I like they're obviously lying too. Like the guy's like, I basically never met the house dad. Like, yeah, fucking right, dude. Like, you've
it's right upstairs.
seen that guy have,
and it's usually a house
times.
mom that lives in the house. So
it's like 50-50, I feel like.
Yeah, depends on.
I had a house dad.
I had a house mom. She was old as shit. She was 88 years old.
Ours was always a recent alum who was in like law school.
Okay. Oh, well, fuck, dude.
That's not helpful.
That's great.
It sure was.
That's actually great, dude. Fuck. That's better than ours. We had Ma Bailey, who was 88 years old. It's not so much the dirt, it's the destruction. We're like, look, man, we'll play Jeopardy with you. Will you just shut the fuck up? We're paying for everything for you, all right? Well, you're here because you have to be here. R.I.P., Ma Bailey. Next up, can I add one other person to this list here? Because it's Tucker's full of shit.
Yeah.
But also Colbert is also full of shit as well here.
Yeah, it's all we're like surrounded by kabuki theater now. There's no real media left at all.
No. So we'll start with Tucker Carlson. Conservative media personality, Tucker Carlson claims he was detained by Israeli security staff at Ben Gurion Airport. I'm assuming that's in Israel. After interviewing U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee, which Israel and Huckabee firmly deny. Men who identified themselves as airport security took our passports, hauled our executive producer into a side room, and then demanded to know what we spoke to Ambassador Huckabee about. Carlson told the Daily Mail.
Yeah, what actually happened?
It was the czar, and now we were out of the country.
What actually happened is they just like checked his documentation and then asked him what happened. But because he's grievance politics, Tucker Carlson, everything is happening to him all the time. Here's a video, by the way, of him hanging out with, getting his documents back, and taking a fucking selfie with the guy who
Tucker?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Play it. Just play it. He's signing the thing. It's like, all right, let's do this, buddy. Let's get our selfie. Haha. Yeah, have a staff member take a selfie. There we go. Because I know anytime my civil rights are violated.
It's selfie time, dude.
Yeah. It's like, remember Run, Ronnie, Run?
Yeah.
Y'all are brutalizing me.
Mm-hmm.
It's y'all are brutalizing me. Let's get a quick selfie really quick. It's just grievance stuff. And it's the same thing with Colbert and Tallarico. Tallarico actually, after it had already been outed that he was full of shit, that CBS never did any of that, and the FCC wasn't even involved in any of it, ever. At no point did they say anything to anybody.
No.
Right? It was just a thing they had issued already. Tallarico still posted the day after all that went down, like, oh, they tried to shut me down, man. Yep. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and Bob, go to your Twitter DMs, because even Jasmine Crockett, who he's running against, came out and said, hey, dude, so this isn't really a thing here, and I'm not going to support this.
I think what I heard from this, and maybe somebody can confirm it, that because it's a primary race still, that only she would have had to have equal time on Colbert, not the Republicans.
No. You're correct in that, but if you're another Democrat, so there is a third guy.
Oh, yeah, Ahmad or whatever the fuck his name is,
It sounds like a Muslim name.
Yeah, but she's been on Colbert before.
But
like just 9 months ago, I think.
But she wasn't running for the same position. So you've got to run for the exact same position.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she's already been a guest on the show, so why not just have her on again?
Well, because then they're going to have to give the third guy time.
So what?
They don't want that.
Why? Bring him on.
Colbert doesn't want that.
It's good TV if he's a fucking lunatic.
I think so too. But this was clearly to defeat her.
No, it wasn't.
Because we don't even know who that third guy is.
No, I don't even think it was to defeat her. I think it was just to fucking, I'm the victim. That's all he's been talking about.
No. They want to try to normalize, like get some normal candidates in the Democratic Party. And for whatever reason, they love this guy. But go ahead and play her statement in regards to this. Because this is the actual candidate he's running against currently.
Information suggesting that the federal government did not shut down this segment. Number one, that is my understanding, that the federal government didn't shut this down, and we will do an official statement once we get another official statement that we anticipate is going to be coming from Paramount. All right, so we will read what they say, and then we'll go from there. It is our understanding that Colbert, either Mr. Colbert,
is she underneath an airplane right now?
And this was because of a fear that the FCC may say something to them, and that there may have been advice to just have me on, and then they could clear the issue.
Okay. Now press pause here. You're good. So this has been a long-standing fucking rule forever, or a law, and I think CBS reminded them of like, hey, if you're going to have one candidate on, you got to have them all on, and they've got to have this equal time. And once again, I pointed this out a few days ago. This just happened in the last election with Kamala and Trump, and it was in regards to NBC. NBC had Kamala on Saturday Night Live. NBC then had to give the presidential candidate, which is Trump, at that time, equal time, which he chose the next day, which is hilarious because it was Sunday Night Football and the ratings are much, much bigger there. Yeah. But those are the rules. And what really happened is they want to get her out of the race. They think this Tallarico guy, for some reason, can do flip Texas blue or something.
He is more competent than she is.
Way more competent.
Right?
I'm not doubting that.
But he's a piece of shit. I mean, we talked about him already. He believes a bunch of he's a progressive from 10 years ago that's still playing that same game and thinking it's going to fly in Texas for some reason. I don't understand the strategy, but it is the strategy. And by the way, she's up in the polls.
I know.
On the primary side, there's no way she could win a general election in this state. I mean, it's not even going to be close. She's whomever the candidate, like if he's the candidate, to be honest, it's really funny how it's working out because if she's the candidate, she loses by 15 points, is my guess. If he's the candidate, it's probably only by 7 or 8, frankly.
Yeah.
But he's less likely to win his own primary, which says a lot about what's going on in Texas right now.
Yeah, it's strange. And like, you know, if you look in the media, take the Hollywood Reporter, like Variety, they were touting the ratings of this. And they said that there was 85 million impressions made because they decided to push, well, not decided. I think this was all pre-planned and staged, in my opinion. But they said that there was 85 million impressions of people who were watching the video. Shit, actually, Bob, you can look it up. What is that interview at on YouTube? They said there was 85 million impressions overall across social media, and I want to say 15 million views on this segment that they moved over to YouTube. Because that was the whole goal of this.
So it looks like 8 million on YouTube, almost 7 point.
So that, by the way, is triple the ratings of his own show. And obviously it's the controversy surrounding it, right? Yeah. And then Jasmine Crockett having to talk about it and all this other shit. So everything that was staged and planned worked, but they clearly want her out of there, and I understand why. She's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to work.
I don't know anymore. I really don't. I mean, Donnie's the mayor of New York, dude. Like, I have no idea anymore.
No, I mean, she's the crazier of the two of them, so she'll win.
Oh, yes, probably.
I'm telling you, that is the trajectory it's on right now.
Well, you're gonna know what March 3rd. Isn't this over? We got like 2 weeks.
I think it's March 3rd.
Yeah. So you're gonna know, and whether or not this stunt worked or not. But it certainly helped his name recognition and everything around the nation. Now the third guy, obviously they don't want to give time to that dick either. But yes, you were correct. They have to give equal time to everybody in that party for this primary, because that is the actual race itself that is going on right now. Now, if it's the next one that's in November, then you'd have to give equal time to the Republican candidate and the Democratic candidate because they're running against each other. Right now, it's just 3 Democrats running against each other. So, they didn't want whoever that third shitbird was on the show, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he got caught. I mean, everybody knows that this is a fucking blatant lie. I mean, fucking A, dude.
Yeah, but it's like the Tommy Boy thing. You can imagine, or not Tommy Boy, the Billy Madison thing. You can imagine what it'd be like if she did, man.
Right.
It's like that's how a lot of that's how a lot of people are operating these days.
Well, it's weird because you have the Tucker Carlson one, which we just saw him taking a selfie in the fucking thing, and then you have this where he was clearly caught in a fucking lie, and it's both sides doing this weird shit for. I don't know the reasoning for it. Like, Colbert is rich, so is Tucker. What's the fucking point of all of it at this point?
Power, just like we were talking about on the show yesterday. These people who are immensely wealthy, it isn't about money for them anymore. It's about power and attention.
I guess.
Yeah, it's not a guess.
I guess so, man. It's just very odd because you have a prominent figure on the right and the left making stupid mistakes in the same, or just lying to the public.
Yeah.
In the same week, it's so fucking strange to me, man.
It's an odd choice.
Yeah, because he's out of there in May, so he doesn't give a fuck. He's got what, 3 months left, and then Kimmel's got to be right behind him, I would imagine. So. Yeah, man, I don't get it. All right, now's the point of the show. We get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week. You can submit on drinkinbros.com. Got all the merch up there. Look at Brandon, dude. You get the picture with the coaches and all that shit. The Patterson 69 jerseys are up there. Crime Corner's up there. Those Drinkin' Bros Leering shirts are doing well. We got Drinkin' Bros phone cases, Bro Box. I don't know what that is this month, actually. Brandon's doing it. Yeah, it's been on fucking fire, dude. It's been great. We got tons of new shirts. We got some Citizen phone cases in there as well. Got a ton of cool shit. And also you can submit on the app, on Drinkin' Bros app. It's free. It's on iPhones and Androids. And then it's got a wall like Facebook, the old school, like 2009 one, where you can go. We've added video, so you can add 30 seconds of video on there, and it's a blast. And truthfully, we did it to stay in tradition of why Jared started the group, where you can get a hold of anybody 24 hours a day, and there is no admin that has to approve it, man. And there's some wild shit, also some wild memes and everything else. We'd also love to have you in studio, come up and give out Drinkin' Bro of the Week. Are any of you guys allowed to come up in the back of the studio there? Well, there's a hard no out of that guy. He said, no fucking way. What about the rest of you guys? Is anybody allowed to come up for Drinkin' Bro of the Week out there? No. Wow, dude. Byron, you hit the button and they can't come up, dude. They got real jobs and shit.
I just let it play. I like hearing it.
I like hearing it too. Then we'll go to the emails because they do get sent to us live on air here, and we'll find out who it is. What the fuck do you guys do for a living? Are you allowed to say? Is it government shit? Oh, look at it. Dude, you guys are as silent as the fucking pledges. Jesus Christ. Are you in that Iowa pledge class? Like what?
It's called discipline.
Wow. Look at the discipline out there.
Sober is questionable.
Oh, you're okay. Whether or not you're sober. Yeah, you guys have been boozing for a few hours drinking those hard AFs.
Nah, just me.
There's a lady with you, too. Is she allowed to come up? Is that somebody's wife or girlfriend? Because the bright lights big city over here. All right. Shit, dude. I get it. I want to ruin your fucking job over a goddamn podcast. So I understand it here. All right. So let's get to some of the emails. You fuckers, dude. Drinkin' Bro submission, Dan Bauer of North Carolina. Listener for 6 years. Wants to nominate Mark Bauer, living. Says, I've been listening for about 6 years now because of this podcast. I can no longer say that the capital of Ukraine like a normal person. Thanks for that. That's Kyiv, though. And it is.
No.
It is. And that's what ABC News taught us, dude. So thank you for that. That wasn't me, by the way. That was David Muir who said that over and over and over again. Kyiv. Yeah, Kyiv. Says, I'd like to nominate my father as Drinkin' Bro of the Week. My dad's a true American hero. Graduated high school, went straight into the steel mills. Shit. And he volunteered and was sent to spend 18 months in South Korea, making sure some of the commies didn't invade again. I don't know if I read this one or not. I feel like I may have, dude. And if I did, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that I did. Either way, I'll reread this again because this is a long one. And sometimes I'll chop some of these if they're super long. But this was the guy about Agent Orange. And he's speaking about... This was the guy that we read about a few weeks ago who was fighting with the VA. So this shit's been going on for a very, very long time, man, with the VA in general there. And I'll tell you what, since I thought one of you motherfuckers was coming up, today I'm caught off guard. Thanks for that. Thanks for making me look like a dickhead today. Let's give it to that girl, dude. Let's give it to Morgan Keller, who won for the United States today. That, man, if you got a chance to see this video, yeah, absolutely. And it didn't take long for her name to go viral. Holy shit. If you get a chance to see this clip, and that's why I wanted to see it so bad, It is fucking badass, dude. You want to talk about winning a gold medal in style? My God, dude. I'll give her Drinkin' Bro of the Week for bringing home the gold for us here. That was fucking awesome to see. And thanks for popping that up, Bob. And then who else was in here? Oh, shit. We got another one? Am I allowed to say this one or no? Is this on tonight? I don't want to spoil that for tonight's.
Another Olympic gold?
Yeah. We
two.
just got another gold. This chick's wild, too. I don't want to spoil it. I guarantee you this will be on primetime tonight. This will be on primetime tonight, and I don't want to spoil it. The hockey game was going on live, so that one's fine. The other one I'm not going to spoil. That's the other bitch about the Olympics, too, being in what is Italy? 8 hours ahead of us?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah, as we kind of know some of the answers, and it's like, shit, man. I still watch it, and I love it, and all that other shit. I love the Olympics. But the fact that chick won gold, too, like, all right, yeah, watch tonight. That's going to be a wild one. But fucking cheers, dude, to Team USA women's hockey. Hopefully the men can do the same thing and win. If we defeat Canada in hockey twice in the same weeks in the Olympics for the gold, that would be fucking amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'd be great, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Canada's got a great team for the men.
Yeah.
I mean, their women are good too, but
they were great. They were up going into the third. We were covering it during RPR. They were 1-0, came back and won. All right, appreciate you tuning in. You guys were correct, by the way. Somebody in the app said, hey, you guys crossed 10,000 on Spotify reviews. Thank you. Shit, 10,100, so I don't have to say that anymore. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star and leave a quick review. We're at 8,000 there. Get us over 10,000 on that one, and I'll shut the fuck up forever. We've already knocked out one. Let's knock out the other so I don't have to fucking say this shit anymore. For D'Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Fake News. Good night, everyone.